A lot of people have been asking me to make a guide on how to play Zed against different champions. Today I decided to make a video about how to play against mages. I will be talking about runes, items, combos and tips that will help you play against other mid lane AP champions. So let's start. I usually take this rune page. As you can see, I took sorcery secondary with Gathering Storm and Absolute Focus. Zed is usually stronger than mages early game, especially when you hit level 6, but late game they can outscale you. That's why I took Gathering Storm and Absolute Focus to prevent that. Your burst potential with those runes is really good late game, and the more the game goes, the more AD you have. As offense and flex I take plus 10 adaptive, and as defense I take 6 MR. That MR can help you lane easier, and plus 20 adaptive is good at poking and when you go all in on them. You can even take something like plus 10 adaptive and 12 MR if they have a team full of AP champions. If you play against a mage with a lot of burst damage like Annie or LeBlanc, you can take Nullifying Orb instead of Gathering Storm to help you get through the laning phase. Also, if you are not a fan of Absolute Focus, you can take something like Transcendence, which is also quite good. The best items that counter mage champions are MR Boots and Hex Drinker. MR Boots are always a good choice to pick against AP champions because not only did they give you MR, but they also reduce the duration of CC, which is really good because almost every AP champion has some sort of CC. I recommend picking up Hex Drinker if you are playing against a full AP team or if you are playing against a heavy AP burst mage like Fizz or Annie. You can be fed all you want, but if Annie ults you or Fizz, you are not going to survive without Hex Drinker or some sort of MR. The first item that I usually go against mages when I don't go Hex Drinker is Yuumu's Ghostblade. That extra mobility against mages is great for dodging their abilities or just catching them off guard. Also, if you are playing against some champions that just farm under turret and who you cannot kill like Lux with barrier, Ghostblade is a great item for roaming other lanes. Zed is good against mages for one main reason, because of his mobility and burst damage. The best combos for fighting mages are the ones that dodge a lot of their abilities. Try using your ultimate or W shadow to dodge some of their key abilities to outplay them and make sure that you win. I usually use my W shadow to do that. Let me show you a few examples. Before I go on Hypha, I put my W shadow down on him to slow him, and because I know as soon as I ulti him, I want to go back. As you can see, I dodged his abilities with both ultimate and W shadow. The same thing I did here with Orianna. I used my W to harass her and as an escape tool. Also, don't forget to use your flash to dodge some abilities or to secure the kill. When you play against mages, they often use their abilities to farm. Try to use that time and go all in on them since they don't have some abilities to fight back. Take a look at this example. I saw Annie using her W and E, so I went all in because I was sure that I could kill her and escape. Like I mentioned earlier, MR Boots and Hex Drinker are good against those champions, and this is the reason why I stayed alive in that fight. The biggest counter for Zed is Zhonya's. Almost every mage buys that item against you. The only way to counter it is to all-in them, wait them to pop the Zonia and then try to aim your shurikens directly on them and try to time it perfectly so they get hit by them when the Zonia effect stops. That is all there is for this video. Let me know what you want me to make next, against fighters, tanks or maybe assassins. Thank you for watching and see you next time.